are in second place in the NL East.
From the oldest park in baseball, MLB The Show comes your way from Fenway Park in Boston. Today we've got a contest out of the American League East between the New York Yankees and the Boston Red Sox. J.D. Martinez, with just days left to play, the league's top power bat looks to cement his case for the home run crown. Next, Eduardo Rodriguez starts the game on the mound for the third and final game of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, this guy's had one of those difficult years. He's already lost 15 games on the year. You can look at that one way or another. He's pitching good enough that they keep him in the rotation, but he's also pitching poorly that he can't seem to come out on the right side. But I will say this, he's a better pitcher than a guy that's lost 15 games on the year so far.
Well, these Red Sox entering play here this afternoon. They came out on the losing end last time out and are in a bit of a skid. In fact, they've lost 7 of their last 10.
Yeah, Matty, dropping their last game. Now they find themselves at 500 again. They got to find a way to get on a hot streak. You cannot continue to go peaks and valleys throughout the course of this season and ride that 500 line all year. At some point, you're going to have to take 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10 to get this going in the right direction.
Made a miss on the off-speed pitch that time. Derek Jeter is retired to lead off the ball game. Popped up. And this is taken in for the second out. With that, here's a look at the Yankees starting lineup. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Well, Matt, keep an eye on that number 2 spot. The guy's an RBI machine. He's got over 100 of them on the season, and that's a big reason why this team is having the type of year that they're having. It's hard to imagine this team having this kind of success without his production.
First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. One and 2.
Only 1 strike away from throwing a very strong first inning to begin the ball game. He looks sharp.
And there's a fastball well off the plate inside. Just underway here at Fenway Park. Got him swinging, and that's the third out. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. Yankees nothing. Red Sox coming to bat. You're dialed in to the show. Mike Messina will be the starter in this one for the Yankees. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, it's hard to have all 4 of your pitches on, but I think if this guy can have 2 or 3 of his 4 pitches and have command of them, he's going to have a really good game.
First pitch on the way
for the Red Sox.
Craig Biggio is in to start things out as he swings and misses at that one at strike 1. Well, this Yankee ball club entering play this afternoon here, they've got to be considered the hottest team in baseball right now as they come in winners of 9 of their last 10 ball games.
Yeah, Matty V. And you know one thing you don't want to do here, D-Row, you've been on some good teams, not to lose focus at this point of the year, to keep the big picture in sight, because there is a postseason lurking, and it's so easy to get ahead of yourselves and not take the rest of the schedule serious.
I think the nice thing for this team is that they won the division. They
second.
will, for whatever happens, get a 5-game series. It's not that 1-game wild card, win or go home. This team can prepare themselves to battle and try and win 3 out of 5.
They'll start this one at 269. 23 homers and 64 runs batted in. The windup and the 0-1. 1 out, nobody on. Smoked on the ground up the middle, and that finds its way into center for a 1-out base hit.
Dan, count goes out the window with this batter right here. It doesn't matter if it's 0-2, 2-0. He's locked.
He has great bat-to-ball skills. There are some guys that just have a knack, Dero, of being able to get the barrel of the ball, and this is one of those guys.
Ralph Kiner comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. And boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes in this one, Mr. James Kingsley.
Dan, I know I was an offensive player, but I'm okay being a pitcher's umpire. If you're going to consistently pound that outer half, James Kingsley's usually going to give it to you.
Hey, listen, there's a reason why the pitchers throughout the league, they call him the king of the hill. You move the ball a little bit off the strike zone, he's not afraid to put that arm up. He's a very good pitcher's umpire.
Williams arranged to his left and put it away. 2 down. With that, here's how the hometown Red Sox line up in this one. Danny, any thoughts?
Well, you have to be really impressed with what J.D. Martinez does for this offense. He's coming off a month where he had 30 runs batted in. That's 1 RBI a game. You always hear them say an apple a day keeps the doctor away. Well, I think that applies to driving in runs, too.
J.D. Martinez is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. Fouled off. Bogarts is off at first with 2 away. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. Hit the other way out toward right field. Long run for the right fielder. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Nothing in the Boston first. We've played an inning at Fenway. No score here on the show. So stepping in is Cecil Fielder. He's ready. Here's the first pitch.
Fielder. Counts 1-0.
Grounded to third. Devers has it. On to first, and there's 1 gone here to start the second.
That is it.
All right, let's take a quick look at how the Red Sox set up on D today.
Canseco.
And let's focus on the guy behind the dish tonight, Christian Vasquez. Lock in on this guy. Some say he looks like a young Pudge Rodriguez in his prime. The bat's coming, but the way he massages this pitching staff should be your focus.
Jose Canseco is at the plate as he takes a called strike 1. No score here as we play inning number 2. 1-1. Rodriguez has a reputation, or a knack, if you will, for working himself out of tough situations when he finds himself there. A lot of relief pitchers are known for that, obviously, but as a starter, that's certainly a valuable characteristic to have.
Matty V, and I'm going to tell you who likes this. The bullpen likes it, and the manager likes this, because most pitchers are going to get into trouble at least 1 or 2 times during the course of a start, and it's nice to know as a manager that you have a guy that's out there that can pitch with men on base and wiggle out of some tough jams. This guy's made a living doing this in his career. Hey, he started the offensive production with a bang right there. That's the first hit of the game, and it's a good one, driving that ball to and over the wall for a ground rule double, and he's basically able to stroll into second base.
Into the box, Ricky Henderson. Oh, a mistake with location there as that changeup is drilled to left field. And that'll be one he'll regret, as that ball is well out of here, a home run. So a 2-run homer down the line in left, number 11 for him on the season. And this is now a 2-0 lead for the Yankees.
He's one of the best home run hitters in the league, and rightfully so. You're not going to get cookies thrown at you every at-bat. Most guys can handle a fastball, but he waited back on that off-speed pitch and drove it right out of the yard.
The next batter is Alfonso Soriano as he sends it on the ground to first. He's right there, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Batting it, the third baseman, Trammell.
Bases are empty here with 2 away. And up next, the Hall of Fame shortstop, Trammell. First pitch coming. Here it is. As he'll take a look at ball 1.
Hey, this pitcher's going to have to step off the mound right here and refocus. Take a deep breath, something. Can't keep falling behind and creating traffic. It puts everybody on edge, not only himself, his defense, and especially his manager.
Lays off again, and it's 2-0. 2 out, nobody on. And that's in there, 2-1. Hit in the air out to right. On the run is Verdugo. He can't get there in time, and now it hops over the wall for a ground rule double. And time will be called here as the pitching coach heads out to the mound and hopefully try and settle this guy down a bit. At the plate now, Jorge Posada. This ball will be chopped foul. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. 31 homers and 91 runs batted in. Hit on the ground out to short. Bogarts has it. Throw on to Canseco gets him, and the inning is over. The Yankees get a couple on the 2-run home run. On to the bottom of inning number 2. It's now 2-0 New York. Bottom of the inning now, and that'll bring up the first baseman, Paul Canseco.
You know, these next couple innings are really important for these guys. I know they're only down by a couple, but they need to get something going on offense to keep pace, even though it's early.
He's ready. Here's the first pitch. The windup and the 0-1. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. 0-2 count, and the pitch. A bouncer up the middle. A dive, but he can't knock it down. It's through for a base hit.
A nice leadoff single to start the second right there. They're already down. They got to find a way to stay on the attack and get back in this game. We'll see how they play it here.
He's set, and the pitch. Raphael Denver is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike.
Hey, I still believe in my heart the best pitch is a well-executed fastball down and away, and that's exactly what that is. He swings at that. That's off the end of the bat. That's not hard contact at all, and that's an easy out for the defense.
A ball and 2 strikes. Canseco aboard here at first with nobody out. And he got him.
Wow, that's awfully impressive right there. The pitch before was really close. Called the ball. What does he do? He comes back with a better pitch and gets the punch out.
Into the box now, Willie Mays. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. And here's a fastball that's nowhere near the zone. It's 2-0 now.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
A 3-0. And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with 1 away. Next to stand in is Alex Verdugo. Now the first pitch. Here it comes, 1-0. A ball and a strike.
Hey, that's a good sinker right there. That's his bread and butter pitch, and if he's got that going, especially early, it's going to be tough to get some runs off him.
Trammell in foul ground, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Batting 9, the catcher.
2 on, 2 out, and from the on-deck circle into the batter's box comes Christian Vasquez. And a good slider here to start the at-bat, but it's ruled a ball, 1-0. 1-1 count now to Vasquez. Has a look, now the pitch. And it's 1-2.
Hey, make no mistake about it. This lineup's going to have to get going and get a little bit more aggressive. This guy
will have to press pause as that strike 3 to retire the side. Boston strands a couple. They trail it here 2-0. So back to the top of the Yankee order. Digging in, Derek Jeter. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Jeter.
First pitch of the AB now. Oh, and he just blows the fastball by him for strike 1.
Hey, if you're able to blow a first pitch fastball by a guy, gotta believe that pitch is coming again right here.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Hit on the ground out to short. Gloved by Bogaerts. Throw not in time as he's able to leg it out.
And that just looked like a really tough play right there. Had a little trouble getting it out of his glove, and it cost him. It made all the difference right there, boys. He had to be perfect with the speed getting down the line.
To the plate now, Bernie Williams. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Now the 1-0. Line hard to the left side. But this lands foul down there to make it 1-1. From the belt, kicks and deals. 1-2 now as that's in there at the knees. From the stretch. Fly ball out toward left center field. Heiner's there. He's got it 1 away.
Now batting, right fielder, Paul O'Neill.
Stepping in once again is Paul O'Neill. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat. From the stretch. As with 1 away, he can't make contact on the first pitch. It's strike 1. Hoping to discourage a steal attempt with the slide step here.
Yeah, that's a good way of trying to control the running game. Now, the problem with it, though, it has a tendency to throw your command off because you're worrying about that runner on base.
Hey, I can't have one of my best left-handed power bats fishing for balls off the plate.
Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Didn't mess around much in that at-bat, Dan.
No, that was pretty impressive, Matt. I really like a pitcher that trusts and works off his fastball. Right there, he decided he didn't need to use anything else. 3 straight heaters and go grab some bench.
Standing in now, Cecil Fielder. And he takes a big swing at that one as this one's lifted high in the air and deep out to left field. And it's gone into the monster seats. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. Number 23 for him thus far. As the Yankees start to pull away a bit, it's now 4-0.
You want to certainly drive home runs out of the ballpark, then you better get on the gas. And that's what he did right there. That fastball was not sneaking by him.
At the plate, Jose Canseco. As he can't catch up on a fastball at the letters, and it's strike 1. 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Goodness, 0-2 now.
And I really don't know how you swing at that. He must have had his mind up he was going to swing as soon as the ball came out of the pitcher's hand.
Pulled the fastball down a little too much there. That's ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. He chases out of the zone for strike 3, and that's the 3rd out of the inning. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run home run. Bottom of the third coming up. It's now a 4-0 New York lead. Craig Biggio digging in now. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3. As he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0.
The offense better get it going right here, because they certainly can tell from their dugout. This guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
2-1 now to the Boston leadoff hitter. And it's fouled away. Here now the 2-2. A shot to second base and handled for the first out. One gone here in the Boston third. And that'll bring up the power hitting shortstop Xander Bogaerts. Strike one to start the at-bat. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
No, inside.
Bases are empty, one man out. Think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2.
Hey, usually the second time through the order you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
Got him to go down swinging there. Xander Bogaerts becomes the second out in the bottom of the third. Ralph Kiner stands in as he looks at a called strike. And he'll look at a fastball just off the black, and it's even at 1. Fastball called strike 1-2.
Great job of doubling up with a fastball inside. A lot of times you'll see a pitcher go in there, but they won't go back in there a second time. This guy's not afraid to pitch inside.
Waved at and missed for the third out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. All set for the start of the fourth. And digging in is the veteran DH, Ricky Henderson.
And that was a great swing he put on that changeup last time up to hit that home run. Just an absolutely textbook job of letting it travel, keeping his hands back before exploding on it.
Throw to first in time, one gone here in the fourth.
Second baseman.
One out, base is empty, and batting next will be Alfonso Soriano. Now here's the first offering.
That's a ball.
So far this year against Southpaws, Soriano brings in a batting average resting just under .320, and a look to inch closer to that mark with a base hit here.
You want to talk about having a career season, Matty. This guy's batting average is through the roof, one of the best in the business, and maybe more importantly, his OPS is through the roof as well, which means he's doing it with damage.
Now the 1-1 pitch.
Ball, that's off the plate.
Hard hit towards center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Yeah, and you can take a look at his numbers here. With that one-out single, he's flirting with a little trouble here again. You'd like to see him find a way to get out of this inning and battle for another inning or so, but you also don't want him to give up a big number.
A pitch out, the throw, and just great defensive baseball there as they will nail him at second on the pitch out. Waved at and missed as he took something off there. 1-1.
Classic case of the front shoulder flying open on that off speed.
Oh, hang on now. This ball is crushed into left field, and this one ain't coming back. This ball is gone. Alan Trammell leaves the yard with a solo shot. 8th home run on the season for him, and that'll stake the Yankees to a 5-0 lead now.
Man, this has been a rough one for this guy so far. That's the 3rd homer he's allowed today. He better start keeping the ball down in the strike zone, or that total might continue to rise.
Jorge Posada standing in from the right side as he takes strike one. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. He looked like a caveman swinging a club on that one. It's 0-2 now.
The count doesn't mean much to this batter. He's all in. He's not concerned with striking out, so he's going to get his A swing off.
And a fastball called strike 3, and the side is retired. One scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. Bottom of the fourth coming up. 5-0 New York. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And next will be the imposing power bat, J.D. Martinez. No balls and a strike to count. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
This guy's been throwing the ball great so far, but he's going to be tested here. 4, 5, and 6 coming up this part of the lineup.
Good waist pitch, 1-2. Just hung in there on that one. Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out.
This guy is really locked in on the bump right now. He's just playing good old-fashioned hardball right now. Just rearing back and letting it go. It seems like this lineup, they don't have an answer for anything he's bringing so far.
No balls and 1 strike. He collected a base hit his first time up. Set to deliver the 0-1. Swing and a miss as he pulls the top hand over. It's 0-2.
You can really tell they're trying to keep the ball in on this big slugger right here.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt. But he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
Oh, look out. Hot shot to third, and there are 2 away.
Up next for the Red Sox, the third baseman, Raphael Denver.
Here now is Raphael Denver. He'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1.
Man, this guy's been incredibly efficient so far in this one, mostly because he's getting ahead. 70% of the batters he's faced, he's thrown a first pitch strike 2.
Fouled away. And he missed with it. It's 1-2. And that misses 2-2.
We just saw a fastball right there. I would not be shocked if he tries to get this guy to go fishing right here and drops a little off-speed pitch in the dirt.
3-2 the count for Raphael Denver. And he fouls this one off. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. Fouled off.
You can definitely tell with that foul off right there that he's picking up spin on this pitcher's off-speed stuff. Maybe expect a fastball on this next one.
And this is taken for a ball. He walked him, and the Sox have themselves a 2-out base runner.
Number 24.
As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1.
That was a pretty good fastball after he walked the hitter previous. There was a little angry on that heater.
And that'll split the gap as it should be extra bases. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
This guy just feasts on mistakes up in the zone, and that's exactly what he gets right here. A belt-high pitch, he drives into the alley. Great chance now with 2 runners in scoring position.
He's 0 for 1 thus far. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike.
There is a base open here, so the option to work around it is there if they want to go that route.
Hold hard, but it's foul down the first base side. Devers on third. Mays on at second with 2 down. And it's fouled away. And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt. And the throw to first ends the inning. No runs, a hit, 2 left. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. The Yankees lead it 5-0. Digging in now for the Yankees, Derek Jeter.
The shortstop, Derek.
Ready with the
Jeter.
first pitch. Here it comes. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. The windup and the 0-1. Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best two-strike approach either.
Bernie Williams is the batter now as he looks at a ball 1-0. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone.
This offense is absolutely feasting on these count leverage situations. If he's going to have any chance of feeling good about his effort tonight, this pitcher has got to get back in the strike zone.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. This is in the air out to right. Verdugo waits on it. 2 down. Stepping up is Paul O'Neill. He's gone down on strikes twice already in this one. And Dan, when you know you have a chance to hand someone a hat trick for the game, is there any extra motivation to punch him out again?
Hey, there's no doubt about that, Matt. When you have a good hitter like this, you punched him out twice already. You just want to continue to go out there and make good pitches and see if you can't dominate him for a third time.
And this, of course, is a ballpark that yields a lot of doubles as we take a look at the team leaders for the most two-base hits this year. And you can see right there that these guys rank second in the AL in that category. Now the Red Sox skipper's up out of the dugout and on his way toward the mound.
Ladies and gentlemen,
and he's going to make a move, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll depart here in the 5th after working just 4 2/3, and he's on the hook for the L unless this one turns around. Tino Martinez is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. The numbers on the year: 272, 33 home runs, and 91 runs batted in. And that's off the plate and high. 2-0 now.
Now you can see he's working around this guy right here. Why not? First base is open. Walk wouldn't be the worst thing in this spot.
Too far out in front that time. He can't keep it fair. 2-1. Has a look. Now the pitch. And that misses off the plate and low, so it's 3-1 now.
They know the threat this guy poses at the plate. I know it's a 3-1 in this situation right here, but I cannot believe for the life of me this pitcher is going to come anywhere near the middle of the zone.
Now, oh my, this ball is crushed. Look at it go. And that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run. So a 2-run homer down the line in right field. 34 home runs now on the year as this lead swells to 7-0.
I know hindsight's 20/20, but you can't throw that pitch to that guy. Don't forget, he homered yesterday. So you know he's locked in and ready to roll up there. We'll see if he learns from that mistake.
now back the left fielder.
So now to the plate, Jose Canseco, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. The 1-0. A bouncer to the left side. Bogarts has it. Low throw, but Canseco digs it out, and that'll end the inning. Yankees get a couple on the 2-run home run. Middle of the afternoon here at Fenway. It's the Yankees 7 and the Red Sox nothing. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. During the commercial break, I talked about the Red Sox offense with the Boston manager. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs. So the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
Number 24.
Thank you, Heidi.
Martinez.
So now into the box is Christian Vasquez. He leads off in the bottom of the fifth as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You can tell in between innings, the veterans in that dugout going up and down the line, trying to keep this lineup from getting super frustrated. They just have to find a way to piece it together. Maybe pass the baton, get some wheels in motion, maybe get aggressive on the base pass if they can get somebody on.
Now a curveball left up in the zone as this is hit pretty well out to deep center field. Out of here to the deepest part of the yard.
Yeah, they dug themselves quite a hole, but they say the first thing you need to do when that happens is to stop digging. Well, with that solo shot, they've stopped digging, but they've got a long way to go before they climb out of this hole completely.
Stepping in now, Craig Biggio.
Second baseman.
As he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. That misses 2-0.
If you're on the mound right here, you got to trust your catcher and execute. You know who's coming up to the plate.
3-0 now. That one's in there, 3-1. Base is empty here with nobody out. Full count now, 3-2.
He hasn't thrown that pitch much all game. I got to believe as an offense, you just got to throw that pitch away and move on to the next one.
And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ballgame.
Now batting. Shortstop.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now. He went down on strikes last time up. As he'll look at a fastball too high for ball one. And he'll try to check his swing here, but he'll have no such luck. It's strike one. One and two to the Boston shortstop.
Hey, love the confidence in that pitch right there. Going right after one of the better hitters on this team. Not afraid to execute.
Oh, and he's really got the strikeout pitch working now as he notches number 9 in the ball game.
This tells me a lot about this guy. He's done a real nice job bouncing back from that home run to strike out the next 2 guys. Sometimes you're going to get taken deep, but it's all about how you respond that really matters.
Ralph Kiner is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike one. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. And that means J.D. Martinez gets to it with 2 outs as well.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. Ground ball right side. And that's through for his first base hit in this one. He'll hold at second, and there are 2 aboard now. Next to hit is Paul Canseco. First pitch on the way. Hoping to limit the damage, here's the pitch. And 2-0 as this one's taken low.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With 2 guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
Fouled away. Kiner on second. Martinez at first. 2 out in the inning. And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ballgame, and the inning is over. But not before they're able to at least get 1 back on the solo home run. 5 innings complete. It's the Yankees 7 and the Red Sox 1. Back now for the start of the 6th inning, and we send it down to Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Yankees manager Aaron Boone during the break about the team's offensive performance so far, and flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Top to bottom, he said his guys have been picking on the right pitches to swing at, and they've done a nice job of using the whole field. He said that always seems to be a recipe for success, and their 7 extra base hits in this one are evidence that it has been.
Thank you, Heidi.
Leading off for the Yankees.
Top half of the 6th about to get started, and standing in is the DH, Ricky Henderson. First offering. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. With that, the Yankees have put their leadoff hitter aboard to start out the inning.
Man, that's a nice job by the batter right there, keeping the front side in. Not easy on a curveball. Would have been easy to throw the front side and hook that foul, but he was able to stay inside and drive it for a base hit.
Into the box now, Alfonso Soriano, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole 0-2.
This batter's got to be in his head right here. This is where you need to regroup. Fastball in, now change up down and away. This is the cat and mouse that I love about the game.
The 0-2 once more, and a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Well, that's just a quality pitch right there. The location was excellent because if it's put in play, there's a good chance it's on the ground for a double play. And hey, a strikeout always works too.
Throw over to first. Runner's back. So that brings up the Hall of Famer Alan Trammell as he grounds one briskly to short. One there on to Canseco, and it's a double play. The side is retired. Yanks held in check. They're on top 7-1. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and
leading
set
off
to go as the third baseman, Raphael Denver.
The third baseman, Raphael Denver.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Devers is.
Yeah, you could tell he is just super confident against right-handed guys. You know, sometimes it's coincidence. Sometimes it's you don't see many lefties, Matty. But bottom line is, 75% of the time there's a right-hander on the mound, and this guy finds barrel consistently.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters' counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in the zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
The 2-2 is laid off, and the count runs full.
Keep in mind, people, the longer the at-bat, the higher the likelihood that this becomes his last inning.
And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ballgame. So this has been another fine outing for him this afternoon as we check out the league leaders in ERA. And as you can see there, he currently leads the AL in that department. Hit on the ground out to short. Reined in. On to first, and there were 2 down. So he's just a third of an inning away from putting up another 0 as we take a look at the ball clubs with the lowest team ERAs. And you can see that this staff currently leads the AL in that category. First offering, Alex Verdugo stands in as he looks at ball 1 here.
The guy in the mound is having one heck of a night, but the downside of that, you're going to strike out a lot of guys. Your pitch count is going to be high, so this gives the offense some kind of hope as this game's getting down to the end.
And here's one that misses as the count moves to 2-1 on the Boston right fielder. Hit hard back up the middle, and that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1-for-3 game so far.
The catcher, number 13.
Here comes the Yankee manager now up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And it changes in the offing as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. So his final ledger will show just 5 2/3 innings of work, but he did what he needed to do in this one. To the plate now, Christian Vasquez, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there. A little bit too far out in front. Got to find a way to keep his hands back.
And another foul ball. The next 0-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. One left for the Red Sox. They're down 7-1. Seventh inning ready to roll, and standing in the veteran switch hitter Jorge Posada. He's set. Here it comes. Here comes the 0-1.
Tried to backdoor him and lock him up with a curveball right there. Pretty good pitch, but he didn't quite get it to come back all the way to the corner. That's tough to do for most guys.
Here comes the 1-2. Oh, this ball is hammered out to deep center field. Center fielder looking up. Gone! Jorge Posada with the solo shot. 32 now for the season, as this is now a 7-run ball game.
Who says hitting isn't contagious? These guys have been feeding off each other all game, and 5 home runs is the result. I'll tell you, you might see some scuffles in the on-deck circle between guys fighting to get to the plate.
Bert Blyleven enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. At the plate now, Derek Jeter.
And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right.
He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. 0-1 pitch on its way.
Whoa, that's down.
Eight runs, 11 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. Base hit, line drive into the corner.
Well, that's demoralizing right there. Nice job by the offensive player getting the head out, but that's got to upset you, thinking that ball might have went foul.
Look, you know, you hear it all the time that the game, baseball is a game of inches. 1 inch one way or the other could have been a difference between a foul ball and a base hit right over the third base bag.
So go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory.
Blyleven, a right-hander standing 6'3". He's been in the big leagues for over 2 decades now. That kind of longevity is extremely rare in just about any sport. That's great to see.
Yeah, there's just no other way to slice it but the fact that if you're going to hang in for over 2 decades, you're probably Hall of Fame worthy, or at least have accrued the numbers to get you there. I mean, for people to stay in the game that long, the amount of adjustments you have to make and the ability to find a way to stay on the field, to go to the post and stay healthy for over 2 decades is mind-blowing.
The 1-2.
Ball, that's out.
Jeter on at first, nobody out. Got him.
That was some nice execution on that pitch. Spotted it nicely down around the bottom of the zone. And when you do that, especially with 2 strikes, not a lot of guys are going to hurt you. You're going to get a lot of ground balls and swings and misses down there.
First pitch on the way. Paul O'Neill is at the plate as he looks at ball 1. Just missing here, 2-0.
Now this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
The 2-0 on the way. Gets him to chase a ball out of the zone for the first strike.
Put that in the memory bank. First time he breaks out a curveball right there, and it's a pretty good one.
Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Now a throw over. Don't want to forget about him. Another try at 2-2. That's back toward the mound. This will be a tough turn, however, to second for 1. But 1's all they were ever going to get, and the inning will continue.
Definitely a risky and aggressive play for the pitcher there, but he made it work out. They practice plays like that a lot in spring training, so it paid off this time.
First offering on its way. Fastball at the letters, and he turns on it, hits it high and deep out to center field. Just missed a home run to the deepest part of the yard. It's off the wall. And he's in safely at third, as a run will score on the play as well.
I mean, that had to feel good right there, Dan. That's his 3rd RBI of the game and extends his team's lead. They might have this one locked up.
Boy, I tell you, those are always big, those add-on insurance runs. Big RBI right there for a little bit more breathing room.
At the plate, Jose Canseco. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. They'll get up and stretch here at Fenway. It's the Yankees 9 and the Red Sox 1. Last half of the 7th here, and digging in now at the plate will be Craig Biggio. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play.
Biggio.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. And he fouls this one off. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a line drive, but right there to glove it is the shortstop for the first out.
The batter, number 2. Shortstop, Xander Bogaerts.
1 gone in the inning now. Here's Xander Bogaerts. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. Strike taken up in the zone.
0-1. Nope.
And that misses 1-1.
If you're going to have success against some of the better hitters in the game, you've got to get that pitch right there. 0-2, he's almost certainly out. 1-1, he's got a chance to really do some damage.
1 out, nobody on. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And that misses there, so he runs the count full now.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
too high, and that cost him ball 4. Next up is Ralph Kiner, singled in his last at-bat. Swung on and missed for the first strike.
Hey, that's a huge set-the-tone pitch right there. To a great hitter, you do not want to fall behind 1-0 and have him sitting all over a fastball or guessing what you throw next. You get ahead 0-1, and now the count's in your favor, and you and your catcher can start doing some things.
Swing and a miss on the fastball that time, out number 2. Now the Red Sox DH, J.D. Martinez. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
This is why you pay the price of admission right here. Power on power. My money's on the pitcher.
Line drive, base hit down the line. And this will kick off the base of the wall. The relay, and he's safe.
And he obviously didn't let last night's hitless outing get to his head too much, because that's his second hit of the ball game. This one a double. I'm sure he's feeling a lot better about the way he's going right now.
So now to the plate, Paul Canseco, as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Oh, 1, here's the pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Williams is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. Boston strands a couple. They trail big. It's 9-1. Ready to begin the 8th, and striding forward the designated
hitter, Ricky Henderson.
Now here's the first offering. Base hit, line drive into the corner. Legs churning, he's headed for second. And he is into second base with a double. His 3rd hit this afternoon.
Now batting. The second
fans didn't even get a chance to settle in their seats for the beginning of the inning, and he just blistered that ball down the line on the first pitch he saw. It stayed fair, and he's safely on second with the leadoff double. That's the way you lead off an inning.
He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. The 1-0. High in the air down the right field line. Verdugo waits on it. He makes the play. Runner tags and hits for 3rd. And he'll make it up to 3rd safely here with 1 away.
Now back.
Now at the plate, Trammell. He's 2 for 3 with a home run and a double. First pitch on its way. And he gets the call that time for strike number 1.
Yeah, that looked like an auto take right there, just trying to measure up this pitcher's stuff.
On the ground up the middle. Throw in the dirt to first, and he can't come up with it cleanly.
Now batting. The catcher.
Next to dig in, Jorge Posada. It was a solo shot for him in his last at-bat.
Hey, and in that last at-bat, he took this one to straightaway center field, the deepest part of the ballpark. So this guy can hit a breaking ball a long way.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Ready with the 1-0. Now here's a swing by Posada, and this ball's driven well out to deep right. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. A 2-run shot for Jorge Posada. His 2nd home run of the game as they just continue to pour it on here. Guys, do you believe what we're seeing here today? With 6 home runs so far, this lineup is turning in a performance for the ages at the plate.
Matty, this is crazy. Dan, what does the pitching coach say at this point?
Right now, D-Roll, only thing he can't say is pick up that bullpen phone and look for reinforcements, because this has gotten really ugly, and this is a nightmare for a pitching coach.
Darwin's Hernandez comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. But right at the shortstop for the 2nd out.
The batter, the center fielder,
So now here is Bernie Williams, struck out in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
Now batting, the right fielder, Paul O'Neill.
Standing in now, Paul O'Neill lifted the other way down the left field line. Left fielder is on the move. He's got it. A great running play, and that'll retire the side. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. Bottom of the 8th coming up. It's the Yankees 12. Here's the first pitch to him.
Leading off for the Red Sox.
Hit in the air down the right field
third
line.
Baseman, Raphael
O'Neill
Denver
is over to his left as he snags this one for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, number 24. Your attention,
Jeff
please.
Nelson answers the call now, looking to get this one onto the 9th inning without any trouble.
Jeff Nelson.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Now here's the pitch. Slider, and that's in there for strike 2.
Look at the radar gun on that slider. Off-speed pitch, 91 miles an hour. That's just pure filth.
He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpen has looked sharp and have backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
And now this will get over the wall down the line out there for a ground rule double. Into the box, Christian Vasquez. And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. He went deep back in the 5th. Hit out towards second. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. So they can't make anything out of the 2-out double. More matinee baseball here on a Wednesday afternoon following this. All set to start the 9th in this one, and set to go is the veteran first baseman, Tino Martinez. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Clearly off with his timing on that one, a swinging strike.
Gotta love a reliever that comes in firing bullets, and his fastball is a good one.
2 balls and a strike to the Yankees first baseman. Now the 2-1 is swung on and missed for strike number 2.
Man, this guy's been locked in all game long. I don't know where that ugly swing just came from.
And a swing and a miss on the fastball, and there's the first out here in the 9th. So the next to bat will be Jose Canseco, grounded out in his last at-bat. First offering on its way. Edge of the zone that time taken and ruled a strike. And there's ball 1. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. And a big rip at the curveball, but he didn't get it, and he becomes the second casualty of the inning. In now is the Yankees DH, Ricky Henderson. 3 for 4 so far, and seeing it well in this ball game. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. 2 out, nobody on. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Mays retreats to the track, and he'll put this one away. So a sigh of relief as the side is retired. So the Yanks go 1-2-3, but don't shed a tear. They're up 12-1. Now to the plate, Craig Biggio starting things for his side in the ninth as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
He's ready. Here's the first pitch. Fastball was too much for him there. Swung right through it.
I think it's about time to choke up on that bat and get that foot down. He's awfully tardy right now.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And they go right after him here as he swings and misses. Strike two. Still no balls and 2 strikes. Bottom dropped out on him, and that's a strikeout. And he makes the throw to first. Biggio is retired, and there's one away.
Well, you know you made a real nice pitch when you bounce it in the dirt, and you still get the hitter to swing at it. That tells me that there's a lot of deception in that pitch right now.
And that brings in Xander Bogaerts. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. Right fielder giving chase. And he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the second out.
Number 4.
Next to hit, Ralph Kiner. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. As with 2 away, he'll swing and miss at a first pitch fastball for strike one.
Hey, not too often we see this hitter come outside his game plan, outside the zone, but that pitch was just so tempting.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A little early, and now it's even at 2-2. Last strike now for the Red Sox. Still 2-2. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Oh, and this ball is absolutely blasted high and deep. On to Lansdowne and gone. This has been quite a hitting display from both sides. That's home run number 8 on the day.
Matty V, I don't know what this is. Dero, is this bad pitching or good hitting?
I think you have to credit both offenses today. They both came in with game plans. We walked around during batting practice. They were both super confident, and nobody is missing a barrel.
1-1 to count. Here it comes. Swung on, but it's pulled foul wide of third. 2 out, 2 strike offering. Here it is. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
And with that win, number 111 on the year, they tie the legendary 1954 Cleveland Indians on the all-time win list. One of the best regular seasons of all time, folks.
12-2, the final score in this ball game. New York set the pace in the division with their 111th win. Mike Messina wins for a league high total 24th time, picking up 11 strikeouts.